I went into this anime with zero expectations. No idea about the art style, no idea about the premise, nothing. The only reason I picked it up is because it was the most requested anime on my list. A lot of you actually voted for me to do and cover this anime, so here we are. And honestly, episode 1 made a statement. Not in a loud way, not with a big action sequence or a dramatic speech, just by being willing to take something away from its main character in the first 20 minutes and not flinching about it. This anime is not scared to make moves, and that alone made me want to keep watching. The episode opens with Coco doing chores, washing clothes, helping her mother, going about the kind of quiet village life that tells you immediately what this world feels like before anything magical happens. And it establishes her fast, like really fast. Within a few minutes, you understand who she is. A little girl helping her mother, no father in the picture, just the two of them. Her mother even says it directly. I lost your father. You are all I have. I don't know what I would do without you. That line does a lot of work because it sets up everything that comes after. Her fascination with witches feels relatable in that specific way. Watching something you want from a distance, feeling like it's unreachable. And I think that's intentional. The anime is trying to make you feel like she's just like you. And probably the whole point is going to be showing that the thing you think is unreachable isn't. At least not always. Here is where the show did something I genuinely didn't expect. Magic in this world isn't cast with wands, it isn't spoken through words or incantations, it's drawn. Special sigils, pen and ink, and the act of drawing the right symbol is what activates the spell. That's fresh. I'm not sure if I have seen another anime or any other media do it quite like this. I've been used to magic working through wands, words, willpower, the usual. And here it's drawing. That's a simple shift that changes everything about how magic feels in this world. Just a side note, if you know some other anime or media that did this, please let me know in the comments. And visually, the animation does it justice. When you see the sigils being drawn and the spell activating, you genuinely understand why Coco looks at it the way she does. The effects are beautiful in a way that makes the magic feel real and tactile rather than just flashy. You believe it. You feel why someone would be captivated by it. Am I fully sold on the magic system yet? I need more. I'm not a heavy lore and magic system guy, at least not yet, and one episode is enough to hook me on the concept, but not enough to convince me of the depth. I want to see what else it can do, but as a first impression, it's one of the stronger ideas I've seen introduced in the premiere episode in a while. Years ago, Coco bought a magic drawing kit from a witch at a fair. Her mother told her to keep it hidden. No explanation, just keep it hidden. From Coco's perspective, that's probably just innocent backstory. But from the outside looking in, something is off. The mother's instruction was specific and came without a reason. And paired with everything she said about not wanting to lose Coco, I wonder if she knew more than she let on. Maybe she was genuinely trying to protect her daughter. Maybe she understood something about that book that Coco didn't. But there is also another possibility, that a part of it was something more selfish. Not cruelly selfish, but that quiet, human kind of selfish. The I have already lost your father and I can't lose you too kind. And telling Coco to keep the book hidden was her way of keeping her daughter close to home without having to explain why. Was it protection? Was it fear of losing her? Maybe both. Only time will tell. But that ambiguity around the mother, whether she was hiding something or just holding on, is one of the more interesting threads the episode plants without drawing attention to it. Coco makes her shoes fly first. And yeah, I had read enough about the episode going in to expect something would go wrong, so that joyful moment had the dread underneath it for me personally. But what actually happened? I didn't see that specific version coming. The destructive spell, the mother frozen in place, gone effectively in episode 1. That surprised me because of how young Coco is. I expected a mistake. I expected Qifrey to swoop in and fix everything, and for Coco to feel bad but ultimately be okay. What I didn't expect was for the show to actually follow through, for the mother to be taken away and not immediately given back. That changes the whole weight of the story, because now the question isn't just what does Coco do next? It's whether saving her mother is the entire arc or just the beginning of one. Is this the final goal, or does she save her mother somewhere in the middle and then the story opens up into something bigger? Is the pacing going to keep moving this fast, or was episode 1 a statement that won't be repeated? That's what I'm most curious about going into episode 2 and beyond. Not the magic system, not Qifrey, the pacing. Whether this anime is willing to keep making moves at this speed, or whether it put its biggest card on episode 1 to hook you and will now settle into something slower. So Qifrey, he doesn't talk much. He asks questions. He watches people directly without any apparent discomfort about doing it in front of their faces. He's perceptive in a way that feels deliberate rather than natural, and I don't fully trust him. His first instinct when Coco witnessed magic was to erase her memory. That's the rule, apparently. Non-witches shouldn't know. And he was going to do it. He only switched that plan when he realized she might be useful. That she drew the sigil herself. That there is something worth investigating in how she ended up with a forbidden book. So is he taking her as an apprentice because he cares about her? I don't think so. Not primarily. It feels calculating, like she's a threat he wants to follow. And the fact that he's also looking for whoever sold her the forbidden book, that makes him feel more trustworthy in one sense. Like he's trying to prevent harm. But it also raises more questions. Where did he come from? How did he learn magic? What's his real end goal beyond this specific investigation? He is interesting. That's the most honest thing I can say about him right now. Not trustworthy, not untrustworthy. Interesting. And I want to see what the show does with him. Witch Hat Atelier episode 1 pulled me in. The visual style is soft and detailed and specific. It reminded me a little of Rerun in its fantasy tone and the way it uses music, not in terms of art style exactly, but in that atmosphere. That feeling of a world that has been here a long time and has rules and weight to it. And the episode made a statement. This anime is not scared to make big moves. It took something real away from its main character in episode 1 and didn't immediately give it back. That's a promise. Whether it keeps it is what I'm going to find out. If you have been watching Witch Hat Atelier, or if this made you want to check it out, drop it in the comments. And if there is another anime you would want to see covered, let me know down there too. See you in the next one.